Thaddeus Johnson. I love J. Ross TV.
What's up, y'all? This your boy J. Ross hanging out with my cat Thaddeus Johnson. Y'all in town with James Fortune and Fire, y'all. Just finished up sound check, and man, we gonna find out what he got in that bass, man, because it's either his fingers, his talent, or that bass is jimmied up.
No, man.
Hey, Thad, now, come on, dude. Now you playing that bass, man, like you've been playing it since you was out the womb.
Man, it's just a gift, man. Lord bless me, man. I actually played everything else before I ever touched the bass. I didn't touch a bass until like 2005. I was in high school, just starting to, play bass or whatever. So, God bless me to be in the right situations, the right places at the right time.
Yeah, well, even with God blessing, how did you pick it up and formulate who you are on the bass?
Actually, well, of course I'm from Chicago.
Yes, sir.
That's like bass player heaven. Like all of the greats that came from Chicago, you know what I'm saying? So it was Varl, my brother Varl always just taught me to take from everybody and create your own sound.
Right.
So in my mind, at least in my life, that's what I tried to do. I took from, the Lil Tonys and the Maurice Fitzgerald, the Donald Alford, Sherrays, and Damos, Ethans, JJs, I took from all of them guys, listened to all of the old records that they used to cut back at the crib, and just kind of, formulate that, my own thing.
Yeah, so now like the cats coming up behind you, you might be teaching back home in Chi. How do you approach them as far as them getting on the right track and learning proper fingering and that kind of stuff?
Actually, it's a few guys back at the crib, that I look out for. I just kind of make sure that they, keep the right attitude or whatever first and foremost, because that's pretty much what's going to determine if you work or not, if you have a good attitude or not. As far as playing, I just tell them to just make sure they stay up on their scales and their regiments. Like. I always tell them to make sure you always try to find something weird to play, so that when you get in a different situation and it's like a lick in a song or something that that may come up in a tune, you in my mind, I don't want to be the last one getting it down.
Right.
You know what I mean? If we in rehearsal and all the guys there, I want to hurry up, get it down, and the only way you can do that is if you're used to playing weird stuff. You know what I mean? Like, all your mixolydians and all of that, types of stuff. You know what I mean? So that's kind of the advice I usually try to give.
Once again, y'all, we're in St. Louis with the James Fortune Marvin Sapp Tour, bassman extraordinaire Thad in the house. We're going to ask that now. Hey, do you ever, like, when you have to get up early in the morning to catch that plane and you late or the plane late, you like, oh, man, I got to find something else to do.
Right.
You ever feel that way?
No, because growing up, my brother did this. You know what I mean? So I would always either be with our mom. If my mom had to take him to the airport, I'd have to get up too and ride with my mom. You know what I mean? So it was always a dream, to even be flying out. Like I don't take no flight information for granted. I've never missed a flight in my life, never been late for a flight, never, you know what I mean? If I missed a flight, if I'm not on the flight, it's something wrong with the plane. I'm always there, seriously. I just take that type of stuff serious because people don't have to spend that money and make sure that, first of all, you don't have to be out here. Anybody is replaceable.
You got that,
You know what I mean? So, I just try to value every situation, especially like being on time with flights and all of that, travel and stuff like that, yeah. So, it was just always a dream, and, I'm just glad God saw fit to, let me walk in the steps that I once saw. You know what I mean? I'm the new guy in town, you know what I mean? I'm the new bass player. Everybody trying to figure out who Thad is and, who this and that, you know what I mean? I'm just a guy trying to, make my family proud.
Well, you won't be the new guy alone, brother. Not the way you handle it in there, dude. Hey, now, as far as the bass concerned, what made you go the way you did with Lakeland?
It was hot at the time in Chicago. The company is based out of Chicago. I saw a lot of my big brother, like Donald Alford had one. Of course, Maurice Fitzgerald had one, and I like the way that they sound. Of course, growing up, you want to sound like somebody else. You know what I mean? So after I got that sound, I just kind of my ears grew. Like I was telling you earlier, my ears grew to something that I kind of wanted to make it my own. You know what I mean? So I started experimenting with different preamps and pickups and all of that. You know what I mean? So I finally now got it to where I want it. You know what I mean? And that's the bass that, you know, everyone sees me play now. You know, I have a few others, but you know, Lakeland is what's doing it for me right now. You know what I mean? So, you know, that's where I'm at.
Hold on.
He ain't talking about nothing. He ain't talking about nothing. What's up, J-Rock?
What's up, V? Hey, so now you ready to tell the secret on what you got in that bass now?
Not quite.
Come on, man, give us just a little hint for J-Rock TV, man.
And just for everybody to know, you know what I mean, like I told you earlier, you know, when people ask me about what's in the bass, you know, I try not to mention it that much because I just feel like I haven't had a chance to sound like me yet.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So once I get that that sound down on a few records or whatever, then of course I wouldn't mind telling anybody, but you know, it's just, you know, my thing for right now, and I just kind of want to keep that intimate with me right now. So that's the only reason.
In other words, he don't want nobody stealing his sound, y'all.
Yeah, just for now. You know what I mean?
So what's up next for you then? What you got going on? Anything in the future?
September 6th this year, 2013, we're doing James Fortune's live recording. It's live in Atlanta. I don't know the church exactly, but he got Israel, Zacardi, Ike, Isaac Caree, Alexis Spite. It's everybody. It's going to be amazing. We're actually getting ready to start rehearsing on the 27th of August. So we're going to be doing that, and we have a Tom Joyner thing that we have going on with James also. And me and Varro is actually getting ready to try to get some stuff, you know, to you guys' ears. You know what I mean? So you can find out who we are as brothers.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So that's pretty much it.
Now, you ever had any thoughts maybe down the road of opening your own school or giving lessons? Or?
Definitely. It's crazy that you say that because me and Varro, you know, have conversations about that all the time. Like our whole family is musically inclined.
Right.
So, you know, we're going to try to open up a school to, you know, all musicians, you know, singers, you know, learn directly. And, you know what I mean? It's going to be church-based originally. You know what I'm saying? Of course, that's you know, where it's going to start. But, you know, we're going to broaden it out, make it big, you know, something big for our city, you know what I mean, in Chicago. Something for us to do, something for the younger kids to keep the tradition going because, you know, in Chicago, it's kind of dying. You know what I mean? It's not dying. It's still there, but it's just not how it used to be. You know what I mean? So, you know, it's just trying to keep the generations, you know, growing. You know, that's all.
All right, y'all, this Thaddeus Johnson. We in St. Louis. He about to roll up out of here, burn it down with James Fortune tonight, y'all. J. Ross TV, 10 million strong. We gone. Peace.